Hello, this is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso, and the battle buddies on. Well, as I like putting puzzles together, I'm just trying to solve my own case and everything. Because I highly doubt people judge people that fast online and say it's not right to be Michael Commiso online. Yeah, but people want to be like Michael Commiso online. I'm being catfished for some reason.
So what's
So I feel that I bet you $1 billion that my Uncle Kevin was about to help me with my case and somebody at court. Because there's some kind of crooked system at court. I felt that when I was there. So apparently Ewing Township had a curfew at 10 o'clock, started in the 90s around here. Ewing Township had a curfew for some reason. Nobody really tells us why we have a curfew in Ewing Township at 10, but it probably was a crazy person on the street or something. And the court knows about it since the 90s. So since I moved to Ewing Township and I was a good wrestler in Fisher School as a kid, I must have wrestled somebody's kid at law at time in history online. So I'm being catfished, blackmailed, and they're taking my money from my benefits and scamming my benefits out of my life as a veteran back home. So when I was a really good wrestler at Ewing High School, I felt like things changed around me. I don't know why. I felt like people act differently around me when I was a good wrestler on the wrestling team. So I must have wrestled somebody's kid at school that was working that law or something. Maybe the court or somebody at court at times in the 90s. And maybe somebody at jail, the warden or somebody. I wrestled the warden or the judge, somebody's cop's kid online. And I made him look bad on the wrestling mat because I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to lose for my team. And I worked out and know I was stronger than this kid. I just needed more weight to me. No, I'm not saying I got all bad friends online, but when the judge mocks me that he reads my Facebook account and knows that I do art, it's kind of weird. I'm just a soldier after 9/11, and I was trained in the military very well, but the judge seems to think I'm an idiot or something. So for some reason, there's a curfew in Ewing at 10, and apparently because Action News knows about it, because I felt like Action News is the one that tells that there was a curfew at Ewing Township for some reason, and maybe somebody's kid couldn't hear my name anymore. You didn't want me. I felt like people tried to get me in trouble on the wrestling team so I won't be able to wrestle again because I was a hard wrestler. If you like it or not, anybody that I wrestle, everybody had a hard time wrestling with Commiso. So now since I'm a veteran back home, and I got hidden networks on my computer. I tell the judge I got hidden networks on my computer. I tell the judge that I feel like a lot of people using my router after 9/11, and the law is allowing it to happen for some reason. The law is allowing people to have check marks on my computer and everything. And he didn't want to hear it. I got the lawyer, public defender, talking to me like I'm a piece of shit soldier after 9/11. I said, can I get somebody else? They never gave me time to put on my suit. They never gave me time to find a really good lawyer. I feel like the judge must have known that lawyer. That's why they made it look like the lawyer came in, and I don't know where to get a lawyer. I'm panicking as a veteran online, and I have to find a lawyer right away at court. So that judge must have known that lawyer, because the judge is the one that installed the program on my computer. So when all the time I went to acting like the cops gotta act like they have to install something on my computer. Every time they do this with my cell phone too. So there's a curfew in Ewing Township, and I feel like that's a crooked judge. That somebody stole my lottery ticket too. I tell the judge that somebody stole my lottery. I feel like I've made a lot of YouTube videos over here. Somebody stole my lottery ticket. So I feel like everybody's following my dad's van around. So every time you see my dad comes out of the van, there's people following that van around because he plays a lottery ticket all the time. So my dad went over Kevin's, and everybody knows where Kevin lives. It's not a top secret world. I wish the law stopped treating me like an idiot and acting like the internet is some kind of top secret world. I wish people stopped talking to me like I'm stupid all the time. I did fly myself around the world by myself, serving my country. And I'm back home in my state of New Jersey. So I think the guy that wearing glasses was mocking me. Everybody's catfishing me at court. The state with the glasses. Oh, I know you wear glasses before. The judge is mocking me and saying things on purpose to irritate me because he knew that he was watching my Facebook account for years for some reason. So I don't know how much people it takes to monitor the internet, but it seems like, damn, everybody wants to be on my computer after 9/11. I felt like that when I was at war. When I was making my goofy videos at war, I must have irritated somebody at court when I was making goofy videos at war. So this was planned. That's why your veterans get screwed over. You get jealous of them, and this is planned. People act like you can't do anything online and set people up, but you set people up, you catfish people. That's why you got mad at me. They made it look worse than it is. Well, that's why the reason why Ewing Township had curfew, because there's a crazy person walking around. Maybe you forgot about that when I was in the 90s. And I think the reason why it happened is because I moved from Trenton to Ewing in the 90s. And when the cops mocked me with my parents and said they're going to shoot a pit bull, I think that's part of the case right now. The case right now is there's a crooked judge and cops around here that set people up on Trenton, because it's Trenton. It's easy to make people look bad in Trenton, right? It's so easy because everybody's saying Trenton is bad and shit. So it's easy to set people up online in Trenton nowadays online. So me and my dad lived on the side of the room, and my brother, and the cops shot a pit bull and it had a collar on it. And the judge allowed that to happen in the, was it the 90s, the high 90s or something, run around there or something. So I think the judge getting paid or shit. I think the judge is some kind of crazy person stalking me after 9/11. Or the wounded. Because I wrestled people around here a lot, didn't I? And it was after 9/11 attack too, right? So I don't know how many people joined what gang on the streets after 9/11 as an American hero like me. But I bet I wrestled a lot of assholes on the mat that want to break me and get me in trouble after 9/11. Am I correct? Right? Yes, I am. Because I could do math in my head too and figure out who can stalk you and don't get in trouble for years. Who can stalk you online and don't get in trouble for years? Somebody that has authority, right? I don't know if you watch the movies, but it's obvious who's the bad guy in the movie, right? And bad guys kind of make it obvious that they're bad guys, right? Because they try to be on the movie. They all want to be on a streaming world, on the internet, and everything. So I guess I had jealous people when I was on the wrestling team. And they tried so hard at me to get kicked off the wrestling team. As there's a corny gang outside on the streets. So somebody stole my lottery ticket. On top of that, they were trying to make me look bad because apparently I made them look bad on the wrestling mat. And you have a pop-pop at court around here after 9/11. That's called common sense, isn't it? Because I'm a good guy, so how many bad guys are at the Commiso after 9/11? On the wrestling team after 9/11, right? Think about it. I'm not mean to anybody. I'm nice to everybody. But apparently there's an asshole on my life back home after 9/11, and I'm too fucking stupid to figure it out who's on my computer after 9/11. When I was trained in the military. So I got assholes at court talking shit about me 24 hours a day, and it seems like they could grab the shit out of me like as a soldier after 9/11. Wow, I'm a real American hero. I could sue everybody. Why did my Uncle Kevin died knowing because my Uncle Kevin was about to help me after. My family's not mean. They're trying to make me act like this. It's my family's fault that I'm the way I am. But I was on the wrestling team. Being a good guy, serving your country, coming back home, and I have to put the puzzles together to solve my case. It's kind of fucked up, don't you think, after 9/11? Well, I guess I figured it out. Somebody got jealous in my hometown, saw my goofy videos online, sat there, waited, got bored, and practiced on other people on the street, scamming people on sex and nudity. Before, in America, it was legal to be a hooker in America in the 1800s and everything. But now y'all a bunch of prunes and everything. You gotta hide the fact that everybody's a hooker in the world nowadays. Right? There was more legal sex in America back in the day before porn even came out. We could practice our safe sex and love in America back in the day. And I'm like, damn. Still your American hero. What can I say about you? You all lied about me on the internet just like that. And I'm like, damn, everybody's teaching me streets back. And I'm a 300-pound disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And I don't want to die over something stupid over the internet after 9/11 like that, asshole. So I must have got jealous people on the wrestling when I was wrestling. That's why they try so hard to get me in trouble. And now since I'm an American hero, you can't handle my Commiso name on the internet. Because people around here can't handle Commiso streets. They don't have to move far away because they find out who stole what as my Babe Ruth baseball on the streets. After 9/11, there's every single goddamn person is some kind of gang member outside. There's a pussies that have to hold hands in the fucking first place being a gang member outside. You can take it as you want, as you all talk shit. I don't understand. You're all Americans around me. How can you talk shit and steal and rob me? And now I gotta stand up to my hometown court because they seem like they don't give a shit and care about me. And I'm this disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And this is my goddamn American hometown on the internet. Damn. I didn't know the streets were that hard. How simple everybody can make themselves cool online, right? Man, I must be the coolest motherfucker in the world as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. That sucks to come home and act like I got fucking Batman symbol tattoo on me. I got fucking Batman symbol tattoo on me. But I got jealous assholes on my goddamn life back home. That's why nobody think about it. Everybody's trying to make it in life, but the only people on the line is the one who's closest to you and everything. So, as you don't give me enough information why you're doing this to me as a disabled combat veteran, as you just sit there and take every single thing off my computer. And I'm like, damn, man, I'm your American hero. In my mind, I serve my country. I'm nice to people. You know, I am a kind person. I bet every veteran that served our country was a fucking guy, a good heart to them. But I have to prove to the streets that I'm tough, right? That's why the court allows somebody to spray my face. Apparently, coincidence, my case, my Uncle Kevin died. My grandmom died. I know my Priscilla died. The person that working on my van died. So there's some crooked people that still, you got some system on the streets to rob people online as a corny gang outside after 9/11 attack in New York City. So this is my welcome back home. I gotta be hated on because I was good on the wrestling team. And you didn't care who I was in school at all because I was a shy, goofy guy. And how many girlfriends do you think I had in high school? Now you're all jealous of me, and I got people catfishing me. And if somebody set me up on the streets, wow, that never been done to a veteran after 9/11. On top? Hello. All right, see you later. It sucks that I have to calm down when everybody's uptight around me, right? Everybody tells me to calm down and I came back to a gangland outside of the streets. I guess I have to be taught a lesson as a 41-year-old American hero back home. Instead of the judge sitting there and helping me, he's sitting there teaching me a lesson after 9/11. I don't see that. I'm too fucking stupid. I didn't see over the years as you was mocking me for a year. Now you're mocking me and still on my computer as the judge. So if the judge's on the damn computer, I bet the warden's on my computer too. So why is I'm so special after not serving my country online? I went for years serving my country, right? And now, for some reason, I'm a special person. Now you're on my goddamn computer. Why did the court and the cops mock my family that they shot the pit bull on the side of the house? Why, you got gang members outside on the streets after 9. They did that. It could have been after 9/11. I felt like it was after 9/11 that something like that. It was pretty close to 9/11. Bunch of cops trying to mock me and fucking shoot a pit bull and the dog dies. So maybe, well, why did they do that to me? Because I was on the wrestling team and some of your parents was jealous of me that I wrestled or something? Because I'm a really good guy. It's hard to believe. Well, I guess the world we live in, an unsafe world internet, then who will use the internet? I'm an advertisement. When somebody has to talk about American hero after not, you have a 4th of July. Is that why you stop 4th of July parade? Because you don't want to honor me when I come to the Fort Ewing Township parade? Damn, I got a lot of crooked motherfuckers on my computer after 9/11. It's not a coincidence. Because You're just jealous of me. I couldn't get a welcome back home party. I couldn't get a welcome back home. Everybody's jealous of me. That's how I feel as a veteran. And somehow, I feel like the same people that try to get me kicked out of school and scare me not to go down the street are the same people now on the internet fucking with my life after 9/11. That's how easy it is to solve shit. But nobody wants to solve shit, right? You just want to be able to feel poor me. We can't do nothing about it. We got all this technology. We're landing a man on the moon. We got $1 billion satellite, but they can't find missing people when there's $1 billion satellite. And the courts don't seem to have no education at all. Because the way they talk to me, I could sue everybody that talks to me like I'm a piece of shit soldier. My commander and my battle buddies taught me I'm not a piece of shit soldier. I'm a good battle buddy. You know, we already know that I would do anything to serve and protect my country, as I am now. I don't want to live in the future where there's crooked cops and gangs and terrorists on the streets acting like they could treat me like I'm a piece of shit soldier after 9/11. Because I'm not a piece of shit soldier after 9/11. But that's how they've been talking to me for years. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? You could get fired. You could get fired as a cop. You could get fired as a judge. You could get fired as a lawyer. You could get fired in America. You could get fired in America. I'm 100% disabled combat veteran. I'm unemployable. Seems you're trying to scam me out of my benefits back home because you're just selfish motherfuckers that decide to hack my life after 9/11. Whippy fucking do. Old fucking news. Same fucking bullshit. Talking shit about this. Everybody's talking shit, right? And I'm like, damn. I was the American hero and I flew all around the world and I stood up for my flag and American country and American people and everything. And I welcome back home and I judge staring at me. I'm like, damn, man. How long is the judge sitting there watching me for years? Like, I don't know who was watching. Probably the warrant, too. Some of the people, I recognize some people that I wrestle around here, and there was a jackass to me on the wrestling mat. So maybe the same people that are trying to choke me out at Lawrence tournaments are the same person that's running around acting like me, being catfish, and the judges allow the hidden networks to be on my computer. You know, I miss Kevin. I miss my uncle. I didn't get a chance to hang with my family members back home as you all think I do. And now I'm living with my parents and trying to understand my parents. And the best way to welcome back home American heroes is, damn, man, it seems that I would have took the fall for everybody online. Because I'm a good guy. I'm an American hero. Why do I deserve to get talked to like that? I don't know who the hell you are. I got all these people at court acting like they found the gold. They found gold on my computer. That's what happened. They found gold on my computer, and since they know I collect benefits, Commiso can handle this because he collects benefits. He'd be okay. Now we gotta figure out how to set him up now so we can rob him and steal his signed Babe Ruth baseballs and my Jackie Robinson. Where's my Jackie Robinson baseball bats after 9/11? I'm the one that paid for the stuff that comes in the mail. Well, so why as the streets you all feel like you gotta rob American hero after 9/11? So yeah, I was the new kid that moved in Ewing Township, and since I came from Trenton, I must be a bad guy because I came to Trenton. That's how you label people on the streets. from Ewing Township. And some people, parents must have got jealous of me, got mad at me because his kid's supposed to be winning and everything. And that's why you did that, to scare me so I won't keep walking to school. Ask the cops. That was somebody's pet. Do the law just shoot every animal on the street randomly? Or they have to really find out if they're a pet and have a collar? So I think that was very unprofessional, knowing the fact that there were kids in the window and my dad seeing a pit bull getting shot, and the judge just allowed that to happen because I guess they're cops. That's how far this shit bullshit. So this all must add up, right? You all somebody got jealous of me on the wrestling team, and since I told the whole school I was joining the military, everybody's trying to get me. Well, a few people try to get me in school in trouble. Think about it. I was on the wrestling team. I'm an American wrestler. And after 9/11, I kept wrestling. After 9/11, I kept wrestling. So I bet everybody tried to get me trouble on the wrestling team after 9/11. When I told the whole school I'm joining the military after high school. So I got jealous people scamming my computer, and I'm too stupid enough to can't figure out who it is. And how many people does it take to steal a lottery ticket? If you have to tell the law, right? You have to tell the lottery, right? So the lottery has to tell the law that you won the lottery ticket. But over time, maybe the law will figure out if you really won that lottery ticket. And then you have to pay off some of the law to keep that lottery ticket. So you have to pay a lot of people off the streets too, because everybody was there at 7-Eleven, at the cameras and everything. How crooked the streets are. And you rob a veteran after 9/11, and I bet nobody got laid after 9/11 wrestling me. And that's why he got jealous of me. Same thing as I'm going to serve in my country as a veteran. You still can't get laid talking shit about a Commiso on the streets. So, yeah, I felt sometimes that there was crooked referees. I felt like there was crooked wrestlers, and they didn't care if they won for the team. I always cared. I always cared if I lost or won for the wrestling team. But sometimes I felt some of the wrestlers, they was out for themselves as a wrestler. They didn't care if they lost or win. They only care to try to break my back so I won't make it to the tournament. Because when you wrestle schools, you just earn points for your school, and I felt some people didn't care about that. So they try to go out of the way to break me so I won't make it to the wrestling tournament. So I felt like that's the reason why you shot a pit bull on the side of the house. You try to scare me so I won't keep walking down the street and wrestle on the wrestling team. That's how fucked up the world is. That's how fast people can get jealous of each other and hate each other over the stupidest shit. That sucks, dude. To come home and I got soft shit, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep being Michael Commiso. I like being Michael Commiso. My name is cool as hell. That must have scared my name alone on the wrestling team must have got everybody nervous. You heard my name, everybody got nervous when I was just my name alone. Michael Commiso is a really cool name. So I always felt, man, I got a cool name. Man, I got a cool family. I got cool friends. You know, something cool is going to happen to me. But we live in a hate. Look how the internet works. So I'm being catfished by somebody that they claim that they can't take one step out of their day to help a veteran out at court around. It must be so difficult in the state of New Jersey. All the sex online, it's hard to believe people get mad over sex anymore. All the sex on the internet. Man, so how many people does it take to take a lottery ticket from it? I think a decent amount. Because you can't spend all that money yet. Because if you show that your lottery is around, that's why you rebuild buildings. You're trying to mock me as a gang stole my lottery ticket. What gang's outside in the state of New Jersey? I wonder who. I don't know. I'm just a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. So I'm not wrong thinking this way because I've been home for a long time. And I'm cool to party with. Just like you make it seem that I'm not cool to party with, but I really am. You all took the time to look at my Facebook pictures and see me party with my battle buddies over the years. Right? I'm being scammed, and somehow all the law can't figure out who scammed my computer after 9/11. Oh, wow, we can't figure out anything. What's going on the internet? Wow, we don't know who stole your lottery ticket. Oh, we're lost, confused. And you all set me up to get in trouble after 9/11. So I know the same assholes around here are the same assholes that try to screw me over so I get kicked out of high school. And since there's a gang outside and you all want to identity theft each other and rob each other nowadays. Nobody wants to earn money anymore because that's why you all use my router. Even though apparently I have an issue with court, you all have balls to still use my router. Weird. That's weird as hell. You know? Who would be using my router right now? Oh, wow. We can use your router, go on porno sites, and make you believe you did it. And we won't get in trouble as a corny gang outside on the streets after 9/11. That's how they do it. They have to get people in trouble over porn and sex online so we can use your routers. We don't have no balls in the world to talk about sex and nudity online in the world anymore. Right? What's the number one subject? Why the number one reason why people use the internet nowadays? I'm too stupid to solve the problem. Don't call me for the answer. I'm stupid. I came from Trenton. I don't know anything. How long can that happen? How long can it say, damn, this fucked up, man. I'm nice to people on the wrestling team. I'm nice to all the students in school. You know, you all seem like you all want to get to know me after 9/11 in high school as an American hero, or knowing that I was serving my country. I'm proud that I served my country. I'm glad that I jumped on the plane and flew all around the world to serve my country, to irritate the assholes that are jealous of scamming my computer right now. You're all over the goddamn place. You don't want to get caught because now you can't figure out how I get solved shit. I'm stupid. My name is Michael Raymond Commiso. Yeah, I have a learning disability, but I got A's and B's in every class. Maybe I got a C or D because I was tired and I was on the wrestling team and I still got us past. I still passed that class. You know, it sucks. Being a caring person, I care about people. You know, that's why when I hear people tell stories about other people on television or book or online, I wonder if they get it right completely. You know, you always got to leave out, oh, wow, we got billions of people online 24 hours a day, but they can't solve why this happened online and everything. So I must irritate people, you know, because I'll be honest. You know, I always felt like the shy, quiet kid that got bullied in school somehow. Yeah, Not everybody was mean to me in school. I felt like people tried to get to know me in school. But I was nervous talking to around anybody that talked to me. I had trouble talking around the ladies. And I got nervous whoever came up to talk to me because I have nothing good to say. I'm not really a talker. So, yeah, I feel like there's mean people on my computer. And that's maybe I made your school look bad. And you watch too much movies and now you're part of like a movie outside. That's why we got a curfew in Ewing. And you got jealous because it didn't matter what lady talked to me in school. I felt like a lot of people got jealous of me no matter what girl talked to me in school. So I didn't mind being a shy, quiet kid. So where, you know what, they all have problems if a girl talks to me no matter what. And I'm like, then they got no game out here at all. Only your American hero after 9/11's got game after 9/11 on the end. I wonder how many times my case was closed. I bet a lot of times. He said, oh no. You dragged the case out a long time for some reason. And I got combat PTSD. So I apologize if my answers and whatever solutions, solving shit, putting puzzles together is not exactly the way you want it or how you whatever. But no disrespect. That's all you guys do all the time is disrespect me as a veteran back. So somebody stole my lottery ticket. And since I was on the wrestling team, you try to get me kicked off the wrestling team because I was a good wrestler. And he was tired of hearing my name get yelled at, Commiso, in the audience. So you must got jealous over the years, and you thought you was a genius scamming somebody. Because in the future, I hope everybody knows it's going to be harder and difficult to scam people's lives in the future. Why you got artificial robots running around on this plane. So you over the times, you fixed on the fact that it's my fault because I was winning on the wrestling team and you couldn't hear my name at court after 9/11 attack in New York City. And the same, so when I started making YouTube videos, it must have threw off everybody back home because I was serving my country for years. It must have threw off everybody back home because they didn't really want to welcome me back home. Because if you would to think about it, I would have got everybody would be, I would have been felt welcome back home by now, but I don't. So you're just a crooked system on the internet, and now you're fucking me over like nobody knows what fuck you over means on the street. Well, see, that's all people fucking do is fuck you over on the streets. What can I say and talk good about you? You couldn't even talk good shit about me. As a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 on the streets. Man. This is reverse psychiatrist. The more you treat me bad, the more I say, God damn, I want to shoot every goddamn person that's trying to screw my life over after 9/11 as my reverse psychiatrist. I don't know what type of American lawyer out there has balls to stand up for veterans after 9/11. You're on trained lawyers that got no balls to stand up for a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Wow. Wow, that sucks. So even good people don't even stand up for each other, or nobody stands up for each other. Online, do they? So I'm being catfished from some higher up office in downtown Trenton, or even in the jail cell. Oh wow, they must have watched a lot of movies and sat there and wait for me to use the internet. And since everybody knows everybody wants sex nowadays, wow, you must be the greatest fucking detective in the fucking world if you discovered that everybody has sex online in the 21st century. Whippy fucking do. It's like the fucking news. Well, what they're solving is news don't solve shit. So we have to die on live television as Americans because you're all fucking stuck up motherfucking assholes in the world. So I got somebody stuck up sitting there acting like, well, man, I have to beg for my freedom back home as an American hero after 9/11 to prove something to court that, wow, they're God. Since they know how to scam people over sex and nudity, they must be God over sex over nudity. How many people get into trouble with sex and nudity? Probably every single body. That's why everybody hides on the internet. You all acting everybody's hiding for some reason. Yeah, you're all hiding off my computer after 9/11. You can't be your own selves. You have to hack my router, and you can't even use the sites on your computers. That's why you're probably mad at me. I'm gonna say, wow, what? I pay all this money and pay my bills. I feel like serving your country has to be like that's the coolest thing to do, to serve your country in America. So what's everybody's problem around me? You don't want to welcome me back home, my hometown. I can feel it. I'm like, damn, man. That's what happened to veterans. You get jealous of your veterans, and since you got no balls to stand up for your veterans at court around here, I could tell. And I'm like, damn, man. You can't see all the sex and nudity online? What's offends you? Knowing that there's sex online and you can do it yourselves in the world and won't get in trouble because you're cool on the streets. Look what they did to a veteran after 9/11. I didn't have shit on my goddamn computer. You all act like I explored the internet for years, and basically I didn't see shit on the internet. While you all misleading me and directing me in your path, right, to get to your court after 9/11. Look, I found a doorknob. I found a doorknob from my van. Then this doorknob is really strong. So I gotta see if I can find another doorknob. Like this one feels strong. The other one didn't feel strong. This one feels like it's really strong and everything. So, I think maybe, I don't know who, I know mechanics, only one mechanic that worked on my van. So I don't know if he used a window opener for my door because I guess he couldn't find the part at the time. But I think John did it. John was a veteran. John was a veteran that worked on my van at 9/11 in my hometown, and he was nice to me. So I can't blame everybody. Not everybody's mean to Commiso. But seems like I do got some kind of haters on me because I'm a really good guy, and if you can't see that at court around here, you're the ones that scamming my computer. This is not some high tech internet world. It's a boring internet world where everybody knows what everybody did online 24 hours a day. That's how boring the internet is. So I'm your American hometown hero. I understand that I was not the only veteran that went to war. Other veterans went too. But we can't, if people turn their back on their veterans can't turn back on themselves as battle buddy. Then I'm like, who would turn on your veterans after not? The same jealous people that wanted me to get kicked off the wrestling team because you're in some kind of richer. Your kid has to look good because you're trying to run for something at court around you. That's what goes through my mind. I feel like my Uncle Kevin died. And I don't know. It just sucks because That's how fast life is. I didn't get to tell my grandma all the cool things I did at war as a veteran. I didn't get to tell my Uncle Kevin what I did at war, all the cool things. I had a cool mechanic. I guess he had brain cancer. My mechanic had brain cancer. And he was nice to me. So I was cool. They got me out of the house. Working on my van got me out of the house. And John keep getting me out of the house working on my van. So where I'm like, wow, it's hard to trust you. How can we could, are we just going to sit there and not trust each other as people in the world and say, fuck it? That's how the internet is, isn't it? So, I'm a really good guy. And I would never hurt anybody. But my court, there's something wrong with my court. They're mad at me as an American hero back home. And that gets them fans or something. Being a mean judge in a mean court, that must get you votes. Does that get you votes? The more mean you are, get your votes. I don't think being more mean you are will get you votes. Because everybody's facing with the same situation and the same subject online, aren't you? So, like I said, I'm trying to do the right things by abiding by the law, but the law seems to always figure out how to scam your computer and say, fuck you, and I'm an American hero after all. So I don't have any against the American law. I don't have any against anybody, the court or anybody. But when you're proud of yourself serving your country as a veteran, you all did that to us. When we were American soldiers in uniform, everybody was proud of us in uniform. And it seems like, man, everybody's going to have my back home because everybody's proud of me in uniform. And look how fast people turn on each other just to make a buck. Everybody's trying to make a buck off a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So yeah, there were people, it must have, maybe all my battle buddies had to face the same situation. Whoever was jealous of you before you left town to serve your country and for your unit and for your company and for your country, you got jealous people in your hometown. So once I was in basic training, you must have got fucking super jealous of me in my hometown. And I don't care. I'm not that friend that kiss ass for friendship, dude. If you want to be my friend, that's cool. But, I'm not going to sit around and allow people to talk shit about me. And I'm an American hero after 9/11, dude. You all act like you sat around and act like I didn't do anything with that's all you make your veterans feel. That you didn't do anything in your life to accomplish as veterans. Wow, you're a put-downers. It sucks going walking around put-downers. But there's too many put-downers on the streets. Saying I ain't do this shit to serve my country. And I'm like, man, I bet every veteran has faced the same shit, man. Every single veteran is facing the same shit. If you did something and accomplished something, because everybody used the internet. It's not like everybody used the internet to solve each other's problems in the world online. You don't act like everybody's connected and has a community on the internet. You know what I mean? So when people lie to me and don't tell me the truth, and I got to figure out, well, even the courts keep information from me, then I make my YouTube videos. It sucks that instead of accepting ourselves as life on this planet, we always find excuse to find ways to find more problems on each other as life on this planet. So They must have earned a lot of money off of me after 9/11 as a veteran at court around it. They only worry about money. Because if they care about my well-being, I'll be able to do what I want as I serve my country and what I feel that will help me get better with my combat PTSD. But you're stuck with being a veteran your whole life. You know, if you learn how to deal with your PTSD, you're still a veteran your whole life, and somebody's always got an issue with you because you're a veteran your whole life. So, it sucks the world is the way it is, but it doesn't have to be. If you think we're smart enough to fix the internet, and it sucks that the law even allows the good sites to go bad. You know, apparently there's bad sites everybody doesn't know about while you're on the streets. But the law allows the good sites to go bad too. So I'm confused. You don't want me to go on the bad sites, but if I go on the good site, you set me up on that site too. I've been swiping over, how many years? So I got some bunch of haters around here. And I feel like the court is up to something crooked as to can't allow me like case to drag out like this. If somebody allows a case to drag out, that means they're lying and they didn't find why the reason why and this and that. And I would serve my country. So I'm so proud. I want to thank you. I want to thank my recruiter. I want to thank my NCOs. I want to thank my commander, first sergeant. I want to thank my drill sergeant. I want to thank my battle buddies. You know, serving my country is cool as hell. And all television does is drag things down and make people look bad on television and in the internet. And you're doing that to your veterans. You know, I'm not good enough to smoke weed. I'm not good enough to party, have a cookout with. You always find an excuse not to hang with me and everything. Well, you all make me believe that you're all liars and cheaters and haters and on Commiso back home as a vet. As the streets, right? So, I don't know who wants to get to know me, but seems like nobody gives a shit at court about me. So how long can somebody say, what the fuck is? I'm a good guy. Who are you to talk to me? I'm an Italian, Irish, and American man. I was born in the United States of America. I got rights. I got human rights. I am your customer, internet. I am your customer, law. Where's the respect from me back home? Law, internet, customer service. You're Americans online in the world. So, whatever. They're going to give me a hard time tomorrow. I feel it. Because, you know, I don't have any bad things to write about my family. I don't have any bad things to write about anybody. That's why you all act like I had the worst luck. We're going to find a reason why we had to do this to you after 9/11. So we won't get sued and lose your badge and get fired that you treated a soldier like shit after 9/11. Because I got feelings. When you have human rights online, that means I got feelings. And if you can accept that online as an internet world, it sucks that you're all mean to each other. You know, it sucks that everybody treat each other like shit. Everybody gets mad at me because I speak the truth. Everybody's assholes in the world. Because I'm your American hero. How long can you keep talking bad about your American heroes back home as I serve and protect my country after 9/11? So right now, probably it's the same thing as we talk about 9/11 all the time happening now. I don't know what I did to people as an American hero or as an American citizen or as an American. But everybody listens to, the whole world listens to American music. The whole world listens to watch American movies. The whole world watches American television. So, just because they talk bad about Americans doesn't mean I'm a bad American. Because I do try to get along with people. I'm just a shy, quiet kid. I guess as my PTSD is, I had trouble trusting people because you all made it that way back home. So now I think, wow, they want me to believe that it's my family's fault. Well, I think Uncle Kevin's about to help me with my case. And somebody must have got irritated at court because everybody gets scammed on sex and nudity nowadays. Billions of sex. Billions. I don't know if people can do math at court, but billion's a big number. Billion, just 1 billion is a big number. But there's billions. That's an even bigger number of sex and nudity. Damn, you cockblock me, got jealous of me, blackmail me. All the shit that you do on movies and television shows. Wow, we're geniuses. We're copying movies and television shows and using it in real life. Scamming people's lives on the internet. And I'm an American man, an American citizen. Being American means a lot. Being American means a lot to me. I know you all selfish and care about whatever fuck you're fighting about on the internet. Man, but I was a good friend. I was a good wrestling teammate. I was nice to all my wrestling teammates. I was nice to I was coach, the teachers, everybody. I'm always nice to everybody. And in a sense, you're supposed to solve my kindness. See, that's what happens if you think about it. Why good people die young? Because y'all assholes don't stand up and do shit about it. You're all selfish, always worrying about yourselves. Meanwhile, I got some assholes allowing this shit to happen me at court, and I wonder why. Because I'm defending my flag and country. If you like it or not, I'm still your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So, I feel like it really doesn't matter what I say because there's some kind of hateful world that y'all came up with. And since you all know how to, you all can control, everybody can control the hateful world on the internet, right? That's all. That's all. You serve your country. You do very well on the wrestling team. I could have got a scholarship to go to Princeton University because I feel like I had good grades and my teachers would have educated me to go get into college if I stuck with school and that. I felt like I had to serve my country. I said, I feel like I have to serve my country. Because I sat there and watched 9/11. I said, what the heck is going on? And there was nobody around me. I said, where's everybody at in schools? And I'm watching it on television. I wonder if anybody knows this is happening. Everybody watches news at this time, right? Not everybody watches news at the time the news happens, right? So how many people knew at that time 9/11? As I took home ec, I had to go use the bathroom. But the TV was on in the cafeteria. And since I was a good student, I was coming back to homeroom. And I said, I want to watch some TV before I used it. I don't even think I got a chance to use. I didn't even think I had the chance to use the bathroom that day because I saw the TV was on. So I said, there's nobody around and the TV's on. So I sat there in the cafeteria. I said, I just watched some TV for a little bit before I go back to home. Home, it was just homeroom. You gotta do homework or whatever. And I saw 9/11. And I'm like, wow, man, what the fuck's going on? I don't know what the hell was going on because I really don't want to get into deep with saying, wow, we're all fucking each other's lives over this shit. That's why if I find all the answers, I was like, wow, we're fighting over this bullshit. So you know what? If people talk bad about you and can't accept you as a person, then it's not your fault because you try your hardest to be nice to people, but you know how the world is. Seems like nowadays the only reason why people want to get to know you is because of some reason they're jealous of you and saying, why do you get to come back home from war and make goofy videos on the internet? Because it makes me happy that I can try to make people laugh. But you're a mean fucking world. You don't give a fuck about each other, right? That's how you want to teach your kids in the world? Or you grow up as an adult and don't give a fuck about each other? Is that how it happens? So what are you really teaching your kids in the world? That when you grow up, you're going to be assholes? That sucks to accept because that's not how the world is. That's not how we was raised up. I have good parents. You know, I'm 41 years old, maybe because that's the reason. I'm just an old man living with my parents. And maybe I want to do things on my way, I'll fix something now. But you know what? I don't mind living with my parents. I just don't understand them because maybe people bully my parents too. If people bully me, they have to be bullying my parents. If they bully me, they have to be bullying my younger brother. I don't know. If people have issues with Commisos, McHughes, on my mom's side is McHughes, on my dad's side is Commisos. So since everything's connected now, everybody's history is connected on the internet. You can't really delete history, can you, on the internet? Everybody's lives are on the internet. No matter what. If you think about it and do the math, right? You really, yeah, maybe, I don't want to use the internet more because it's screwing your life over, but we got to keep going using the internet. Because the internet is a good idea if you like it or not. If there's some assholes that hate the internet, it's because they're doing something on the internet. So now they have to blame the internet. So now the billions of nudity and sex online, you can keep doing because, well, it's not our fault. You all fucked up the internet. So what can we do? We're all just a bunch of billion nudity sex world on the internet, and you're all getting mad at me because you must know that I collect benefits and you're jealous of me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 around here. I felt like the state was jealous of me. He's wearing glasses like he's smart. Yeah, I feel like y'all trying to act smart around me. But you treating me like I'm stupid. So if I feel stupid, why would I go on and fight for my case? I'm not smart enough to fight for my case after 9/11 as a disabled combat veteran. And I hurt my feelings as an American citizen, as an American veteran, and as an American. I don't insult people. I don't put people down. So why are you putting me down as an American citizen? What did I do to your lives online? What, because I speak the truth? That y'all assholes and the only reason why you're fighting over each other is probably over money around the world. Everybody's fighting over money around them. Because that's what the court wants. They want more money from me. I didn't give them enough money for the court. Can I get my money back? Because I don't feel like I'll be a bad dad one day. Just because 2 or 3 people at court decide to scam my computer doesn't make me a bad dad one day. Well, I got a big family and friends that can stand up for me in my hometown back home in my country. How hard is it to stand up for Commiso back home? I would, and they already told me it doesn't matter how nice you are. We're still allowed to call you a name and mock you and blackmail you as a veteran after 9/11. And what type of court will allow that to happen to a veteran after 9/11? So I feel like I gave enough information for everybody to chill out and leave me alone back home. Where, damn, I appreciate court over the years trying to help me. I realized that it was so hard for you. You can't figure out after 9/11 who scans people's computers after 9/11. So I wrestled somebody's kid or kids, and the schools got together saying, all right, we can't let Commiso wrestle in this tournament. It's going to make us look bad. You didn't even know how to put the wrestling move on me in the first place. That's what it's like you could see when you was a kid. Maybe when you're a kid, you can't see how mean the world is. Because your kid wants to see the world. Wow, I just got born, motherfucker. Yeah, life on planet Earth. Well, we create life on this planet, but it's not enough for everybody to still fucking be assholes to each other on the internet. You could create life. And that kid becomes born. And the kid said, I want to be a kid, man. I want to party with my my friends, I want to have sleepovers. I want to be able to do trick or treat. I want to do pool parties. That kid wants to be a kid. So it's not recognizing all the hateful assholes as an adult on the internet. So I guess I'm still a kid at heart because I can't accept how we're all claiming that there's geniuses and everybody's smart on this planet, but we're destroying our planet and nobody gives a fuck. And there's a curfew in Ewing Township for some reason, and instead of the law of the court trying to figure out what could have been the guy that shot the pit bull on the side of the dog on my computer, jealous of me on the wrestling team, and being trying to screw my life over after 9/11. So I guess the military must have taught me something. If you just let me speak, but you won't let me speak. So I'm speaking now, and it seems that there's some crooked shit. Organized sex and nudity. Since the law at court knows where sex is nowadays. Maybe back in the day, they could have saw where sex was coming from. This is how stupid this case is. That's how stupid this case is on a disabled Sex been around for before the internet. We all had a consent and everybody was having sex, and that's why there's families and kids. Sex was love back in the day on television and on the internet. But now everybody backstab each other on every single topic. Sex and nudity is the easy topic to get jealous of somebody. Wow. So I can't get invited to a cool party because everybody's jealous of me at the party. And since y'all found love over the years, I can't find love myself. And that's fucked up. That's not romantic. The internet's boring as hell. There's no poetry on the internet. It's y'all hacking each other's lives. That's all you guys do. And now you're all robots walking down the street, don't know what to do with yourself. Because all you guys do is sit there and watch each other 24 hours a day. So I miss my battle buddies. I miss traveling the world, serving my country, knowing I'm doing something right in my life. I may not got the scholarship to go wrestle in Princeton, but I got my GI Bill. I feel like I did not use my GI Bill. But they said, if you don't use your GI Bill, the GI Bill will go away. And I'm like, wow, what the hell? I served my country. How can a GI Bill go away? That don't make any sense. That should be there for my whole life. So I got a GI Bill. And I still feel like I should go to Princeton Yeah, I may have a learning disability and I'm not up to date to the space technology and the space itself or how smart everybody is. I won't put down anybody at Princeton. But I feel like since people are smarter than me in Princeton, you would know that right away. That's how the internet works. You can't, when back in the day, it was fun to find a genius in class. Now it's like, wow, we already know who you are on the internet on the first day before you step forward into a classroom. So I don't know how unique colleges are now, or Princeton, because Princeton, celebrities go to Princeton. So there's got to be a reason why everybody wants to go to Princeton. So I highly doubt being mean to each other in college is the reason why people go to Princeton. But you made me believe that I'm not smart enough to go to Princeton because I must have came from Trenton and I must be a lowlife because I came from Trenton, and so I'm allowed to get talked down to like I'm a nobody. And I'm an American citizen, and I feel like I was, as the kid in school, I was just the quiet. You all got the girl. Everybody got the girl at the classroom because I was the shy, quiet kid that could have talked to the lady. But you all got to be like up in each other. Is that all streets is about, up in each other? So I feel like that's how close the haters are around me. You know, because I care about my family and I care about my friends and I care about myself and I want to keep moving forward. But look how the internet works. You sit there and scam each other's lives and identity theft each other. Now we're all broke because even the identity theft people are broke too, because how long can you keep scamming somebody and taking somebody's money to when they'll find out who it is eventually, right? So you can't really lie on the internet. Everything seems like the truth always comes out. So the truth is, I was just trying to be part of the internet back home. I felt like when I was in the barracks, my battle boys made me felt like with the barracks and everything. When my first duty station, I didn't know how I was going to be the new guy at the new duty station. But I got along with everybody, and I felt like everybody liked Commiso being in the barracks. Because I wanted to every time a 4-day came around, I always wanted to get out of the barracks. I always said, I'm in Germany. I heard about the Euro trip in the movie and how wonderful Euro trip can be and have fun in Europe. I said, what's the next chance that I get to go to Germany and party with my battle buddies? So I didn't focus on whatever heck of bullshit, hate, reason why, whatever. I was a tourist. I was happy being a soldier, American hero. I was happy being around my battle buddies. You know, man, it just like my drink, somehow I still had fun. So now it seems, man, that's all people do is set each other up and screw each other's lives over, and we got friends and family, and we're supposed to stick up for each other. I think I stuck up for a lot of people over the years. And now it feels like, wow, who's my scammer? Why did the monitor allow the pop-up sites pop on my computer where you claim that it's my fault that I'm viewing things online? That's the argument. I'm viewing things I'm not supposed to view online, but the monitor and the laws allow me to view the stuff on the internet. So how long can that be keeping happening in the future? The law will get in trouble for lying about scamming people's computer over the years. Your court be in an investigation saying, why do you have these cases still open? You have all these thousands of cases still open, and you can you said they're closed. They're closed. So like You watch a lot of movies at court around it. And since you're jealous of me on the wrestling team, and now jealous of me as a disabled combat veteran, you're finding new ways. As somebody stole my lottery ticket. I had a winning lottery ticket, and I asked my ex-landlord, did you win the lottery? And they said, yes, I did win the lottery right away. And I'm like an idiot. It's coincidence that my landlord wins the lottery as I had a winning ticket in my wallet, and I've been scamming and getting set up by the law online for years. And that's the fucking drama you put on each other. But my court don't, my hometown court as an American hero don't want to listen to the American hero sounds good on news. Then court turns, there's some kind of crooked court. Wow, nobody knows that? Wow, nobody knows there's crooked courts around the world. So whatever, I'm a good guy, dude. I like to live. I miss being a tourist. I didn't give them bad guys. There are bad guys everywhere. What the fuck? Who gives? That's stupid, dude. That's a mother. Wake up to be a bad guy as an asshole. So I don't know who's out to get Commiso back home, but seems like I tried my best all the time. I tried my best on the wrestling team. I tried my best in high school and school and classes. I tried my best to try to make friends with everybody. I know I'm a good son. I know that I'm a good brother and every family member and a friend in a battle play. But that's not enough. People somehow get together and get jealous of somebody on the internet and so I can't believe everybody's bad. I can't believe everybody steals people's lottery tickets. There may be gangs outside, but, everybody's a bad guy outside. So, in the future, people are tired of watching drama. It's called common sense. If they didn't like drama in real life, in history, why would we like drama on television in the future? We all know technology is going to keep advancing, right? So how clearer the TV gets, the clearer we see the movie. So how many people are going to sit, holy shit, watch horror movies so I'm not going to take the time to watch a horror movie, how clear the 4K is. That's fucked up to treat people like that. It's fucked up to treat people like that. So not a lot of people, I guess to make a point, I guess as a horror movie, well, who has the higher rating? In the 80s and the 70s and around the 60s and probably some of the 90s, the reason why people wanted to watch movies, because there's nudity in the movie. You have to have parents' consent to watch American Pie when their kid's in the movie, and all the law enforcement's all happy because the parents have a consent and watch American movies, and they're all okay with nudity. The laws, because the law can do nudity and sex online themselves. So they can't really hate nudity and sex online as we talk streets to a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So you can't hate sex. Because it seems like you're happy screwing people's lives over at court over sex. So you're happy about sex. You made a lot of money over sex at court over the years, scamming people's computers like it's nothing, people's lives online. But I'm a disabled combat veteran. Can my hometown court give me a break? There's billions of people that have sex in public nowadays, 24 hours a day online. Can you give me a break? Because it seems like you're the one scamming my life back home. And I don't want to be like this. I like being goofy. I like trying to make my battle buddies laugh. That's the reason why I made goofy videos over it. We create to destroy, and we allow it to happen. So we can all complain about it. So we don't have excuse to achieve in life anymore. Because the law said, well, we're all going to go to jail or prison anyway online. So why will you try to keep achieving in life as an American hero back home? Well, because I feel like that's what my family wants me to do. That's what my friends want me to do. That's what my hometown wants me to do. You want me to achieve more as a veteran. You don't want me to sit around acting like I can't tribute or I'm dull, I'm not good enough to be anything as a veteran. But that's how you treat your veterans. If there's some kind of magical spell, because you know how to put codes and hack in computers and shit online. So whatever. I felt it did not matter what girl looks at me or what girl I look at. You all would just got jealous of me because I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So you all act like it was like so easy for me to talk to the ladies. No, it's okay. Because I know that I'm cool with myself. I'm not going to get with somebody that don't really want to be with me, only use me for money or use me for because I'm a veteran or use me for something. I'd rather be with somebody that actually wants to be with me, not because they was told to or whatever. So it's cool that everybody found their love in high school. Over the years, I'm thinking, after high school, how long did it take for high school students to get married or have found love or a partner, a couple, or a relationship? I went up to war. I went in the military. You know, I felt like I had to keep going in basic training. I didn't want to give up in basic training. There were other battle buddies that was giving up in the and I didn't want to give up. Everybody thought I was going to give up in basic training, but I can't. I could have had a hernia in basic training too. I had probably had a little tiny hernia, and over time that little tiny hernia grew. But I had muscles. I'm an athlete, so maybe it's harder to find hernias on athletes because they got muscles, and my muscles probably protect my hernia over here because I did a lot of sit-ups. Yeah, that's how I felt like everybody wanted to beat the crap out of me on the wrestling mat. Every school that I went to, it felt like everybody wanted to beat the crap out of me on the wrestling mat. So I try to avoid that. They try to psych you out. Everybody, all the schools are on the tournament trying to psych you out because they're walking past you. They said, oh, I play music. That's what I did at war. I felt like they was trying to psych me out at war. So I played music at night. And I take myself away from the war and listen to the music. So I can admit that I was a soldier that listened to Britney Spears and all the old school. I was listening to all the old school music back in the day at war. Because you treat your veterans like war was easy or something. Now I go to my hometown court and I'm like, wow, you really need to earn points out for me as a veteran after 9/11? Because you get to have all this sex and nudity online for the law act like this, to treat somebody like that sucks. And I'm a hometown American hero. All my battle buddies in the world and in my country are American heroes. At least as Americans, we stepped up and served our country. You know, I did something cool in my life, and that's why you're jealous and mocking me, blackmail me, trying acting like this and that. But you're the ones On the hidden network on my computer, the laws overlooking the hidden network. The judges overlooking the hidden network. All these people is all using my computer and the internet. They're all overlooking that too. And I'm like, why? What did I do to these people? What did I do to people? Because I won a lot. I won a lot on the wrestling team. And maybe people thought I wasn't tough enough to be on the team or something. But I was a strong wrestler. I just got to get, I felt like I just had to gain a little more weight on me. That's why I say Bruce Lee. I understand Bruce Lee wanted speed, but you needed some weight to you. So when you're fighting a giant and you're 145 pounds, Bruce Lee, somehow you still knock out the 500-pound person. But imagine if he gained more weight as Bruce Lee. He would have had to wait to have them heavy kicks. And Bruce Lee would have done really good in UFC. Imagine Bruce Lee being in UFC. Bruce Lee would probably do pretty good. Bruce Lee would take a lot of people out in the UFC. Because he would have had that kick. Once that kick hits you, you're knocked out. He was fast enough in the UFC. Seems everybody's got a routine of fighting in the UFC. But Bruce Lee already had the speed. And he already knew all the moves. So all he had to do was whisper in your ear. And you'd get distracted. And he has to he probably knocked everybody out in Bruce Lee. He was so fast. But he needed to gain weight. Still, you need weight to be a bodybuilder. A bodybuilder told me that. If you're 160 and you're trying to wrestle all these wrestlers at 160, eventually your body's going to say, what the heck you're doing? I'm only 160 a pound. But I don't know. I didn't know it was going to be this hard back home using the internet, where everybody should feel safe that they use the internet nowadays in the 21st century. So that's my story of my life. I feel like a few people on the wrestling mat got jealous of me, and you all came together and sat back home and waited. You all waited for me to use the internet as a veteran and scared my life. So I said, well, you don't have to welcome me back home now, don't you? Because you all bullied me and called me a name. Well, you know what? I'm cool with myself. I'm not on the internet begging for things. I'm just standing up for myself and saying, this is not cool to do. You know, setting up people online is not good friendship, or it makes you a good friend, does it? No, not really. People that set you up is an asshole in here. No matter how hard you look at it, all the billions of nudity and sex online, but wow, only one kid knows about sex online nowadays. That's a lie too on television. Because they forgot when they was a kid and it was cool to watch sex and nudity in school as kids. That made you the cool kid in school, doing the cool kids thing. But they grow up as an adult and realize, wow, the kids don't do the same thing online as the kids did back in the day and shit in the 90s. So, as they treat their disabled combat veteran like an idiot after 9/11, they have the nerve to treat their kids on the internet like idiots too. So I'm confused. We come together as a planet and make world peace because that's the better way to do it. And there's more to life than death. As you teach your kids that they can be anything they want in life. So what are you teaching your veterans back home? Everybody can talk bad about you online, and I have to accept it now because you label me on the computer like a jerk off. That basically you're bullying me. You're calling me a name and bullying me. You're calling me a name and bullying me. And I'm an adult. So can I sue people? Because you lied about a whole lot. While it seems like the sites were coming from your computer at court after 9/11, because there's so much law on the internet. You can't. I feel like people know there's a whole bunch of law on the internet. The law can't hide on the internet, right? People can't hide on the internet. They all hack each other and scam each. You know where everybody lives on the internet as people. Everybody's got a GPS nowadays. They probably got a GPS on television. They probably got a GPS on your PlayStation. They got a GPS on your computer. Probably on your webcam too. They got a GPS on your camcorder, cable box, your fire sticks. And I'm like, why all this monitoring? What is the law monitoring about? They just sit around and allow people die on the internet and get mad at people? But how long can that happen in the future? People are going to say, this sucks. All we do is talk bad about each other, be mean to each other, and hate each other on television. Who's going to watch television in the future? You lose money in television, you lose money in the internet. Well, so what keeps the internet going? The $1 billion of sex and nudity on the internet. That's what's keeping it here. So I guess the law can't just look at me as one person knowing what sex and nudity is nowadays. As everybody knows where to go on the internet nowadays to find sex and nudity on the internet. It's not that hard to do. But according to my hometown card, man, I must be a genius to find sex online. Commiso, how did you find sex online in the 21st century? Where you got American Pie movies and, oh shit, everybody's having sex online. Wow, everybody's having sex online 24 hours a day. But you get mad at me because you want to rob me and steal my signed Babe Ruth baseball. And somebody stole my lottery ticket. Well, it seems like the people scam my computer are the same people that's trying to get me kicked off the wrestling team. And my mind is saying, wow, this is what you got your kids hope in the future. The kids, this is all kids got in the future. The internet's going to be dull, boring as shit. Kids know what crime is. Kids know what death is. Kids know what a scam is. So everybody's teaching kids, watch out on the internet, on sex and nudity. So billions of people can still have sex and nudity on the internet. So yeah. So when somebody bullies you, they're jealous of you. When somebody bullies you, they're jealous of you. They're bullying you to make you feel bad so you won't keep doing what you want in life. And then they don't have to be jealous of you anymore. But I think they still be jealous of you. Even if you're doing bad in life and everybody say that's okay for a veteran to just say, fuck it. We're just going to talk bad about a veteran online 24 hours a day. So I always felt like I was meant to do something cool in life. I'm not giving up in life because I got the same assholes on the wrestling team or wrestling, whatever people, little haters. The few haters in school. I know not everybody was haters. Calm down. I'm not saying everybody's mean to me. Calm down. I'm not saying everybody's mad and being mean to me. Calm down. But damn, just sitting there allowing people to screw my life over online kind of sucks too. So there's some crooked, they must have saw some opportunity on sex and nudity like everybody else sees. Everybody sees an opportunity in the future of sex and nudity and online. Because everybody wants to be a porno star nowadays. So the law can't hide the fact that they're porno stars on the internet and try to screw somebody's life over just like that. the internet's smarter than that. I don't know. You're all dull and boring. You all get mad like that because you just don't want to. Seems like people don't want to welcome me back home and get to know Commiso. I already know how the hometown court works on the veterans back home. So I highly doubt they get a lot of votes at court for judge, only in a disabled combat veteran. So what kind of court or judge would go out of the way and screw somebody's computer like that as a veteran? It's kind of weird, don't you think? So I'm just going to keep being Commiso. I apologize that my videos are not funny all the time, because that's the direction that I wanted to go to. I just got to make everybody laugh in the world. If I can make everybody laugh in the world, there'll be no wars, there'll be no violence. I must be thinking like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson must have thought the same way. Say, if I go to that country and sing Michael Jackson music, I can end the war in that country by singing my music. If I sing my music all around the world, I can end war with my music as Michael Jackson. But what you guys do, you hear one rumor about somebody, instead of being like friends and, to that person, you allow it to happen. So imagine if we're all good friends to each other and we all stuck up for each other, how much bullshit talk really be on the internet if we all stood up for each other? There'd be no bullshit talking on the internet. Everybody'd be happy online because everybody's got their life of their own and they got better things to do just to screw somebody's life over as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So I'm not a mean veteran. I'm just a veteran that must have stood up for myself, and you must have said, how? I'm not tough enough to be on the wrestling team, but you all had to try to break my back on the wrestling mat, and you still did not earn a lot of points off of me. The soldiers that tried to earn points off of me instead of pinning me, they didn't even earn that much points off of me. Because I was tired. I wanted to eat. I said, this match is getting on my nerves. I just want to pin this guy so I can get a Gatorade. And I liked them. They always had hoagies for some reason. I felt like they always had hoagies. So I can't look at the school as everybody was out to get me on the test link team. Just a few assholes. Because there were parents that took time and brought hoagies. You know how much hoagies cost? A lot of hoagies put together. And they brought hoagies. And I'm like, wow, people care about me on the wrestling team, and I got a hoagie. And I was just happy. I didn't need to prove anything on the wrestling team. I won my first medal my freshman year, and I could have wrestled seniors my freshman year. That could have been it. I must have made seniors look bad my freshman year. Because I wanted to win. I was happy pinning people. It made my coach happy that I pinned people. It made my wrestling team happy that I pinned people. So that's all I wanted to do was pin you. I said, it's going to take time earning points. It's going to take time putting you in a fancy move. I just needed more weight. I just needed weight. I didn't want it. I said, it's going to take a long time to put you in a fancy move. And the time I put you in a fancy move, you probably get out and earn a point on me. So I just wanted to pin everybody. So I get to go. I was happy at the end of the match when I was drinking the Gatorade. The Gatorade was cold. The hoagies was fresh. I said, yeah, man. And then my coach, that's the thing that I miss. At the end of the wrestling year, our coach, we go to eat some Italian food down this road, and it looked like a lonely road, Italian road restaurant. It's like the only restaurant on the road. And I always got chicken. I said, every time they ask, what do you want for your food? I said, chicken parmesan. I always eat chicken parmesan. And you get wars. And like, Commiso. I was like, oh, look at my team. I see all the team. I was like, yeah. You know, because my coach was my teacher too. So I was making my coach happy and my teacher happy at the same time. And I was just happy with eating the chicken parm. I didn't care if they gave me any medals at the ceremony at all. Because I really didn't want to stand up and hold the plaque. It's all, my chicken parmesan is getting cold. They gave me some ice cream, I think. There was some ice cream, too. There's like a vanilla ice cream at the end. They gave me whatever chicken parm. Maybe there was a salad. I really didn't eat the salad all the time. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I was focused on the chicken parmesan. I said, they make good chicken parm. I said, I guess this is the reason why the coach goes here for the chicken parm. And then they give you, I think they give you like a little vanilla ice cream thing. And we're all teenagers sitting there waiting for the ice cream, and they're all happy. I see everybody's happy. I was like, what the heck are we doing? And we're trying to take Commiso's happiness in the world. And see, that's what y'all try to do. You don't want me to make goofy videos. You don't want me to cheer up the internet. Because you're some kind of chip on his shoulder, judgmental, hating, blackmailing. You're not friends to each other in the world on the internet. So, yeah, it'd be cool to hang with my brother some more back home. It'd be good to hang with all my family. The more I get to know my family, maybe it won't be so confusing. Because, I was always on the wrestling team. And that's all I've been focusing on. That's the reason when I did a little cross country, but I said I should focus on the wrestling team. It was cool that I did cross country, but maybe the cross country was draining me. But no, I guess I couldn't focus on the great school classes and do two sports at the same, because cross country ends right after wrestling starts. It's like it's on top of each other a little bit. Same thing with football season is on wrestling season. So it's hard to do two sports at the same time and get good grades and make the teacher proud of you in the classroom. So I try to focus on the wrestling. I was a happy wrestler at one point. I was happy, If I lost a little bit, I was still proud of myself. And I did something good on the wrestling team. So I'm back home as a veteran and everything, and I'm like, what's everybody's problem back home? Oh, I served my country. I did whatever you all asked me while I'm like, well, how's it my fault? If the law's monitoring your internet, anything that I view I'm not supposed to would be the law's fault, not mine. But since everybody put the streets online and the crooked system on the internet, it's like, did anybody listen to Michael Jackson music at all in the world? Because there wouldn't be no wars or violence on the streets around the world at all. So I have to let out the feelings. Because I keep everything in because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But if one day you all have a social life with Commiso back home on the social media, seems like people take you the wrong way on purpose, just the reason why I have to treat you this way on the streets. I'm like, what the fuck? Who came up with that shit? Imagine being a rapper in the 70s. Like, rapping started in the 70s, right? And you're a rapper in the 70s, and you try to chill. You was trying to chill, make the streets chill in the 70s. Rapping is like a kind of cool, chilling way of life. And now you got to rap about who you hate and what you're going to do on the streets. You lost that, the rhythm, the soul. I feel like we're losing the soul in rap. The reason why rap came out in the first place is not to put people down, to speak your mind. Your poetry. Rap is poetry. You speak your mind. Nobody's speaking your mind when everybody's saying the same shit as the other rapper. So somebody's lost the soul and the beat. Everybody's using the same beats. I feel like everybody's using the same beats somehow. So it's hard to build anything online when everybody's hacking each other's music, hacking each other's lives, you take every single thing that, wow, you saw me making goofy videos, you must have got upset with me. There's not supposed to be goofy videos online in the 21st century streets. So I guess me being cool online is out of the way. Because I did some goofy things over the years, and I thought you want me to stand up for myself as a disabled combat veteran. You taught me on the wrestling team to stand up for myself. You taught me in the military to stand up for myself. I'm not trying to put out names. You probably forgot some of the names if I did put out names, but not really. I'm not trying to put people out like that. Maybe everybody. If I was a celebrity, would I be on MTV back in the day or MTV now? All the drama and the hate and shit. I would be on MTV back in the day where it was cool to fart. You could fart on the stage and everybody think it's cool that you farted on the stage on the MTV. If you fart nowadays on MTV, they ban you for life. We're saying we all can curse each other out and be hateful on this channel, but don't fart on this channel on MTV. But you could have. Yeah, I would have been. I'll be with the goofy guys. I would be with the goofy guys on MTV. It's supposed to be MTV. MTV's not supposed to be uptight. MTV's supposed to be cool and chilling. Now it's MTV. It's like a drama show. Every single channel you change. So somebody's fighting over a girl. Somebody's fighting over a girl. Somebody's fighting over a girl. Maybe a cheeseburger sometimes. Maybe sometimes they fight over a cheeseburger at MTV. But mostly fighting over a girl. All these girls at the club, but somehow you're fighting over a girl at the show. So it's kind of boring. You're making TVs boring. You're making the internet boring. Insane. What you're trying to tell us, insane. It's boring back home. It's boring that you all want to accept each other to be mean to each other and then be okay with it. That's boring. So the news is boring. So if you think I watch the news, no, I like I said, I try to avoid negative on the internet. So if I'm the smart one online saying it's not cool to watch negative all the time and fuck up your mind and stressful shit. So why would we have to keep watching that in the future? But some reason, I don't know, if everybody's pranking me and I'm on a reality show and I don't understand your comedy around here. So I'm like, wow, man, there is some kind of organized crime on sex and nudity. Because if everybody likes that shit, we all find a way to keep it safe and everybody be happy because sex is love. Sex is love. No matter how fucking hard you try, sex is love. It's not my fault you all fucking up and can't figure out how to fucking make love to each other while we got R&B and rap music in the 21st century online. Not my fault. They teach you in the rap music how to have sex. They teach you in R&B and having how to have sex. So how hard is it to have sex nowadays on the internet in the 21st century? Can't be that goddamn hard. Well, I guess a little bit, but you know what I mean. We can't accept ourselves as people, so now we gotta scam ourselves with sex and nudity because you're all jealous motherfuckers it didn't matter what girl that talked to me back home because I always felt like a little bit people got jealous of me because some girl was talking to me, and at least some girl was talking to me as a shy, quiet kid. But how long do you think that worked out? I said, well, I can't be holed down right now as a teenager in high school. I'm going in the military. I can't be holed down right now. I wasn't thinking like everybody else. I have to find love in high school after in the 80s, right? And you have to find love in high school, like in the 80s. So I was a teenager saying, well, I'm joining the military. I can't have love right now. So I was like, I felt like we're friends anyway. We're more friends. So I can't be held down as a teenager. I'm going in the military. I don't know what's going to happen to me as a teenager in the military, so I don't want to hurt your feelings. You got to let me go right now because I'm going in the military.
Seriously. Well, maybe God's source.
So everybody thinks I'm out for every girl in the world. Oh, the more hard, he's like, if it's that hard to watch free sex on legal, I'm trying to find legal sites. So if you mess up the legal sites for everybody and get mad at them, that fucking sucks. So whatever. Yeah, maybe it's a little lonely not finding love right now, but shit. I'm like, that must be the same team. I said, I can't be hold down right now. And people call me a name back home as a disabled combat veteran. I got to lose weight first before I have a girlfriend. I got to, this. I got to feel good about myself. But you called me a name and bullied me, blackmail me and all this stuff. But I worked around cool soldiers, American soldiers. I don't think you could do that to Commiso. My commander was around. My commander will fight, drop all the charges, saying, fuck you. Commiso's a really good guy. I don't believe anything you say about Commiso because Commiso's a really good battle buddy and a good friend. Being a battle buddy is like being a friend too, right? Is that okay with my battle buddies that I'm your friend too? Or is that an issue? I don't know. So it's like everybody's like, you have to have drama in life before you succeed or make it in life. I'm like, why? Like, don't you think it would be more quicker if everybody gets along and we allow each other to achieve in life, and then we don't have to worry about getting beat up and put down and bullied and all this shit? So I don't know how long a court could call me a name and bully me and saying it's okay to call me a name after 9/11. And I'm like, what did I do to that? It really people that jealous of me where I'm like, wow, I'm like a good guy. I'm not mean to my brother. It'd be cool to hang with my brother. It'd be cool to hang with a lot of people in my family. And I was going to hang with Kevin. I was going to hang with Kevin this summer, my uncle, because everybody else moved far away. So it'd be cool that maybe one day all my family members all live in one area. So I could just walk down the street and hang with my family. I felt like you could have done that back in the day. I felt like all my family members lived in Trenton and all you had to do was walk down the street and hang with your family members. When I went to move to Ewing, everybody's all far away from each other now. So I miss walking with my dad and my brother down the streets of Trenton and hanging out with each other. And as an adult, I want to hang with more of my dad. So that's why I want to hang. I like 2 more uncles, I guess. I don't know how many uncles I have because the family's bigger than I think. I don't know anybody in my family. You act like I came back home for war. First day I came back from war, I hang every single day with my family members. So everybody's all far away, and everybody's like, it sucks because it just seems like I came back home from work just to see my grandpa. My grandpa died. My grandmom died. The landlord died. My uncle died. The mechanic that was helping me go on, well, fixing up my van. I don't have to be on overhauling if you don't feel like I should be on overhauling. And now I'm here and living with my parents at 41 years old. And you know what? I don't mind helping my parents out. I'm happy that I get to help my parents. My parents took care of me when I was a kid, and all the Christmas gifts that they gave me and my brother, you know, I didn't get like a ton of Christmas gifts, but I got a good amount. Say, this is cool. Got good, cool Christmas gifts. I had the talk boy and everything. I felt like I had that the monster thing I showed you on YouTube at one point. Then you got the talk boy. Remember the talk boy? My family liked giving me robot things. I was really good in Nintendo. If I was a professional video game, I should have kept on playing Nintendo. I bet I beat Mario Brothers really fast. The last thing you have to do, everything's fire. You can't avoid fire. Everything's fire. You got to jump over canyons and everything. And it keeps going. It keeps going. I said, oh my God, I'm never going to make it, beat this game. This just keeps going. And finally, I jumped over the little dinosaur thing and I rescued the princess at the end. And I was really, and Nintendo, Mario Brothers and Nintendo, everybody don't understand because of the graphics, but Nintendo was a hard game back in the day to play. Because you have to go through all this obstacle course, and it seems like there's one course where everything, you're all in the air, so you have to make sure you land on the thing or you drop and die in the air. That was the hard part to do. So now it's like, I don't know, it's cool that there's a lot of graphics in games, but it feels like games are losing something, like as playing a Nintendo game back in the day. See, when you were a kid, I guess there was Atari and other game systems before Nintendo. But even when you play an Atari, imagine the kids in the 80s playing Atari before Nintendo came out. That's simple as life. Look how simple Atari was. The game was simple as hell. But that entertained kids. That's how simple it was for kids to have an imagination. As to now, you're taking all the imagination, how dull the internet is. If you use the internet, you go to jail, person. You use the internet, you get killed or scammed or whatever or bullshit. And that's stupid. We're smart enough to have good lives. We're smart enough to be millionaires and billionaires, quadrillionaires. We're smart enough to be life on this planet. I'm on Star Trek now. We're smart enough to go further in outer space, but we're not smart enough to get along on planet Earth. I am confused. We're smart enough to fly in outer space, but we're not smart enough to get along with each other. I am confused. So imagine me being a veteran where everybody said you have your backpack home and everybody seems like everybody's just like holding me down. I'm already 300 pounds, so walking that long feels like 10,000 people pushing me down on the ground. And I said, no, this is not happening to me. I'm an American hero. These are crooked motherfuckers. And these are the ones that's sending me the bullshit. And I'm like, I want to dance. I wanted to sing. I wanted to sing a little bit, not much. I wanted to see if I was smart enough to act in the movie. But no, I have a speech impairment and learning disability. And I'm a veteran. They always point out that I'm a veteran. I must have said or did something right in my life. I can't be a veteran and an actor too. They get upset no matter what you do. Damn, everybody's got their tapping shoes. But Commiso, I said, where's my tapping shoes? Commiso, you're a veteran. You can't tap and dance like we do. Oh, where's the opportunity? Oh, where's the opportunity? They say I will have back home in America. I wave and say hi, and they all act like I don't feel your vibe. Maybe it's me or maybe it's you, but I'm still a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I understand you gotta have to have rhyme, but if you took a poetry class, you don't have to rhyme all the time. Let me just speak my mind. The better I can flow with my mind, the better I can flow with my life. I know, seems a little kindergarten ABCs. 1, 2, 3 to everybody. And that's how simple life can be. But no, there's a hater over there and a hater over here. There's a hater everywhere, and I don't know why. I didn't really say bad things to anybody, but try to figure out why you're scamming, taking my money. My money. No, 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 don't get me wrong. I'm not all about money. If that was the case, I won't be poor right now. So whatever, I help everybody out back home, and I try to help you too. But how much can I say? Are you really there for me as I serve my country? As a veteran like me, as a veteran like me. You know, I didn't know when I got to the class that if I forgot to give me the tapping shoes for me, everybody else got tapping shoes in the classroom but me. What's wrong? Whatever. You know, just give me a hoagie or something, a Gatorade or a cheesesteak or something after a wrestling match and I'd be happy. I think I was happy because I was part of the wrestling team. I was happy because I was part of the military. I'm a simple kind of way of my life, of a kind of guy. I try not to look at the world as difficult as everybody else does. I try to look at the world and say, why can't he just dance around the world? Why? Why? They all could dance and be happy with each other in the world. We can't lose the rhythm of our feet. And everybody acting like they can't dance on the streets. Damn, man, what you want from me? You're still picking and calling me the same shit. And I'm like, damn, I never really lived on the street. So whatever, man. You gotta give me some credit going this far in life, even with all the scammers and hacking and all the hating and every bullshit, talking and shit about, and I don't know what to rap about because everybody's talking bullshit, 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 bullshit. Everybody's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. It's kind of complicated to come up with a rap when everybody's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. It's kind of tiring to keep rapping about bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. So, whatever. I'm an American hero back home as a disabled combat veteran. If you don't like me, it's not my fault, 'cause I'm kind and caring. Yeah, that's right. I'm a caring guy. So whatever. I don't mind living in the room with all this cool stuff in my room and just try to find ways to take it away from me. I have cool stuff in my room, if you like it or not. I am Michael Commiso. I was born in somewhere in Trenton. Went to Ewing Hospital, I guess. Born in Ewing Hospital. I don't know. But I'm just from New Jersey, man. I thought we were all supposed to be surfers in New Jersey. Everybody's happy because they got the girl of their loves in their lives, because we're all hippies in New Jersey. I feel like we're supposed to, California are hippies, so I feel like New Jersey should be hippies too. They're all slow slang. Slow slang, slow slang. But what's up with New Jersey, man? Well, this is a disabled combat veteran and everything, and my battle buddy, so I want Michael Commiso. So, this is the best I could do in the streaming world of life's online.